Welcome back to the Morgan Streetman Show. We had a couple of other things to cover with you on that gun control bill, H.R. 127, and that is some of the punishments if you don't comply with the regulations. Also, one other thing, it is unlawful under that bill for any person to possess a large-capacity ammunition feeding device. Now, you might think this means, something that holds 100 rounds or something, right? No. It's any magazine that holds more than 10 rounds is a large-capacity ammunition feeding device. You also cannot, as we said earlier, possess a firearm or ammunition outside of the confines of this act, which means you've got to have the license, you've got to have the psychological evaluation, you've got to pay the yearly licensing fee, which supposedly also involves some kind of insurance payment to the Attorney General. If you violate this, you will be fined not less than $75,000 and not more than $100,000, imprisoned not less than 15 years, and not more than 25 years, or both, except if you should happen to transfer a firearm to somebody who then commits or uses it and they put in relation to a crime. So, that could mean brandishes the weapon, an unintentional shooting, so accidentally the gun goes off, or suicide. Now you'll be fined not less than $100,000 and not more than $150,000, imprisoned not less than 25 years, but thankfully not more than 40 years, or both.
So scary.
Yeah, you go out and you throw Molotov cocktails at a business in Seattle, and you're out the next day. George Soros bails you out. You happen to possess a bullet or a firearm outside of the confines of what the government allows, and you're going to jail for 15 years at a minimum in a federal facility. 15 years. It's unbelievable. And you ask me, what chances do I think this will pass? The problem is, Pat, George, these people are out for blood now. They've got the narrative behind them, right? They've got the CIA folks and other folks, a lot of people out there saying that there's some kind of domestic insurgency underway, of which there is absolutely no evidence. And they've got the shootings over the past several years that they can use, never letting a crisis go to waste, to try and boost their narrative. I think it's got a better chance, unfortunately, of passing than we think. And, but come on, the Supreme Court will step in. And come on, they've got to save us, the Second Amendment. And I will say they do have a history of standing up, even recently, for the Second Amendment. So hopefully they'll do something like that if a bill like this happens to pass Congress and then is signed by President Biden. But in today's environment, I don't want to count on the rule of law to protect us. I certainly think we're in a lot of trouble. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.